there, viewers and gamers alike out there! What's up? Welcome back for the multi-universal lore and more of Marvel Spider-Man. And this game is rated T for teen because of the blood, language, and violence. And this game is not KID friendly because it should be M-rated, not T! Why are these stupid idiots saying this game is T-rated? Because it should not be in the first place! But at least it got Game of the Year, which is perfect! Getting the game rating wrong! Such imbeciles they are that they don't know what is in front of their eyes. But enough of that! So, this is Alliance Team. And I'm going to talk about more of the multi-universal crossovers. So, everything is Arkham, DC, and Marvel with Japanese anime multi-universal crossover right here. I'm going to talk about 5 ways Goku from the Dragon Ball universe and Superman from the DC Comics are completely different, and how are they exactly the same? 5 of how are they completely different, and 5 of how are they exactly the same, if you're telling me. So, when DC's heavy hitter flew across the pages of the Action Comics, or should I say Action Comics comic book number 1 in 1939, he started a cultural revolution regarding comic books, quick to try and cash in on the success. Countless fictional characters are based on the Man of Steel, whether it's similar origins, powers, or moral code. Even something as simple as superheroes wearing capes was from Superman. Or, yeah, Superman. Superman or Superman? I said Superman. When Dragon Ball was made in 1984, people couldn't help but draw comparisons between the protagonist Son Goku and America's Man of Steel. Of course, you can't have two powerful fictional characters without them being matched up. And Superman vs. Goku has been one of the most fiercely debated matchups of all time. Let's see how the two compare, shall we? For those who are a fan of DC Comics and those who are a fan of Japanese anime, for fans of Dragon Ball in the Dragon Ball universe, I would calm on down. Just remember, you don't have to be a stranger. Don't be shy. Just leave a comment section below, and here's why. Wow, I just made a rhyme. What? So, we'll go with the top 5. We'll go back and forth, or somewhat, if it lets me. So, number 10. The origins are the same. Superman's origin is a classic. Born on the planet Krypton, doomed to explode, scientists Jor-El and Laura Van send their baby son, Kal-El, on a rocket ship heading to Earth, saving the baby from the destruction of his people. When Goku was a baby, his home planet, Planet Vegeta, was destroyed. But his father Bardock packed him in a ship and sent him to Earth. Ellen Origins is the same if you want to know. So, number 9. The power origins are different. It's no debate that these two are absolute powerhouses in their own right, with extremely similar powers. But the way they get their powers couldn't be more different. Okay, here's the difference. Kryptonians are born under the red sun. Kryptonians are born under the red sun Rao, but when exposed to a yellow sun, like on Earth, they develop an assortment of powers like flight, speed, strength, invulnerability, and tons of others. And now, meanwhile, Saiyans have a natural ability to control Ki, the life force energy that powers most characters in Dragon Ball. Though Ki, the Saiyans are able to create powerful energy blasts can fly, have super strength, speed, and enhanced durability. See how it's all the same and it's different? You can tell what is the same and what is different. See how the Ultimate Arkham universe works, and this music works so well between Superman and Goku. You get the picture? Put that on the Daily Planet and post it on the front page. Number 8. Martial arts are the same. And you're asking, what? Nani? Okay, let's get to the facts, shall we? I'll give you the lowdown right here, right now. Goku's fighting style is a form of martial arts called Kame style. It was developed by Master Roshi and taught to attendants of the Turtle Skull, where Goku and many other Dragon Ball characters trained to fight. When thinking of Superman, if you want to know, it's highly unlikely that martial arts comes up very high on his list of skills. But surprisingly, he actually has a specific fighting style. He's trained in the Kryptonian styles of Torquasm Rao and Torquasm Vo. If I said that name, Torquasm Rao and Torquasm Vo. Torquasm is spelled capital TORQUASM hyphen or dash mark, which I got rid of the dash mark, capital RAO, and the other, which is Torquasm Vo, capital VO, and put the dash mark right next to Torquasm. Rao is the physical side, granting him superior reflexes and perception during battle, and was used by Krypton's most powerful warriors. Vo is more for blocking out the mental battles, like fighting off mind control or illusions. Which is, yeah, you see how that is the same? Completely. You think that is different, but no, that's the same. Very much the same. But we're moving on, because this is DC Comics for a crossover with the Japanese anime, especially Cat work in the Marvel Universe. He could also face off Hyperion if he wanted to, and that would be Goku. Number 7. Main goals are different. If you want to know, main goals are different. Even by superhero standards, Superman is one of the most selfless comic book characters of all time. Despite not being from Earth, the morals and lessons taught by his adoptive parents had given Clark a love for the planet, and he uses his powers to defend the innocent and bring justice to anyone who threatens humanity. Whether it's a street thug or an intergalactic invader, Superman will always be there and give it all he can. And yes, I am still a fan of Superman. Get used to it. And besides, a fan of Batman. And also, shots fired! Now I know how Michael Keaton feels. But anyways, continue. Goku can be a hero in his own way, but he's definitely more selfish than Superman, if you want to know. Goku is extremely confident and loves nothing more than fighting. He's always looking for a new fight, anything to test his limits, as opposed to fighting to protect others. Well, of course he does protect others. I'm not saying he doesn't. I mean, he could. I'm not saying he cannot. Goku will even put others in danger if it guarantees a good fight. So, Wow, okay, so he's gonna do this the hard way. Bring it on! I would love to see a good fight with Goku. Number 6. Birth fathers are the same. You don't believe me? Well, I'll give you the lowdown as your get to go info type of guy. As shown before, Goku and Superman's planets face destruction, and their father's reactions are almost exactly the same. Jor-El was a scientist. Jor-El was a scientist, so he knew the destruction that Krypton was facing. He tried warning the Kryptonian elders, but no one believed him! Desperate to save anyone, Jor-El continued his research and began to build escape vehicles for his family. Unfortunately, only being able to send Cal. Bardock was a soldier who saw Frieza's spaceship in orbit and learned from a friend that Frieza's men had been asking around about Super Saiyans. He attacked Frieza after sending Goku to planet Earth. Number 5. Secret identities are different. While Goku's real name is Kakarot, Goku is just a name he took on for Earth, not an actual secret identity. And Goku doesn't pretend he's human. Superman took on the name Clark Kent and spent his whole life, until recently, trying to separate the two sides of his life as far as possible. And I am wearing the classic Spider-Man costume, thank you very much. Go from rare classics to recent hits, which really works. Woo! People often poke fun that people often poke silly things that a pair of glasses is barely a disguise, but Clark puts a lot more effort than just appearance. He slouches, pretends he misses the train, and shows up to work late, and talks in a more grumbled voice than his normal. So, I mean, as in other cases, if you want to know, he wants to be the mild-mannered reporter. It's less that people can't tell they are the same person, and more, yeah, Superman looks like Clark, but there's no way that's bumbling hick is a superhero. Which absolutely works. Number 4, the adoptive family is the same. Obviously, the two babies are unable to survive on their own. So luckily, they were raised by kind people who came across their ship. Grandpa Gohan found Goku's ship when it landed near his house and adopted the baby. Unbeknownst to the fact that Goku's mission was to destroy the human race, Gohan assumed he was just a difficult child, and the kind old man used lots of patience to raise Goku. When Goku had that bump on his head, when he kind of bumped his head on something hard, the mission to destroy the planet Earth, it's gone completely. That was like some type of programming that was something inputted in Goku's head. I'm not sure if it was Bardock, but to be honest, but something must have inputted that programming on his head. I mean, to like a psyche lock. Or like, you know, that's almost like telepathy of some sort, but I'm 100% sure someone must have been sent on a mission to destroy Earth, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think it was not Bardock at all. If Bardock were to send Goku on a mission to destroy planet Earth along with his brother Raditz, that would be different. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't Bardock. It's got to be someone else after Bardock was defeated. by none other than Frieza. John and Martha Kent were farmers from Smallville, Kansas, where they dreamed of having a baby. When Kal-El's ship lands in a cornfield, the older couple sees it as a sign and adopts the baby Clark. Clark's humble upbringing is one of the most well-known traits and is often cited as one of the main reasons Superman is such a kind and brave person, despite also being the most powerful. All that power he has, all the power he contains and what he wields, wanted to be with his family because there would be nothing more than to live with his family, and also living on a part-time job or a full-time job as a mild-mannered human. He actually lived as one of them, as a human being besides a Kryptonian. He can serve the best of both worlds. Same thing as Goku. Of course, Goku is a Saiyan, but he's also raised as a human being thanks to Grandpa Gohan. Number 3. Thoughts on killing is way different. Way different. Superman's life consists of facing off against the worst of the worst day after day. Despite every challenge he faces, every villain he fights, and every hit he takes, he will not take the life of any of those any of these people. Because why? He wants to be the great Wonder Scout, if you want to name the great Blue Wonder Scout. His job is to protect all life forms, even those who hate him for it. Same thing goes for the Bat of Gotham, Batman. Even though every villain he fought off against, and those villains who try to fight off against Batman, he will not take the life of a villain, including those who are innocent. And he refuses because he's not a judge and he is not a god. He refuses to take a life because he wants to be the superhero that he can be. Of course, Superman is like the one that he can be, unlike Injustice Superman, because it was Joker's fault, because how stupid the Joker is he. But besides Injustice, when raising Clark, the Kents were determined that he understand that just because he can do tons of amazing things doesn't make him better than anyone else. It's not up to him to decide who lives or who dies. Goku, on the other hand, could care less. He has no issue with killing anyone who tries to kill him. Like, what? Excuse me, Earth to Goku, hello? You did spare Vegeta, who became a villain and an anti-hero, and he became a hero, and he becomes the Dragon Ball's Batman, and you spared his life. What is that, huh? And you spared his life, and you say you could care less about that? I mean, come on. Really? And what about Android 18 and 19? I mean, you actually you weren't there, but their lives were spared. I mean, literally, thanks to that. And because they got redeemed. I mean, now you tell me that was not, that's something like you could care less about that. No, I don't think so. I think you made some character growth, Goku. I think you really do. You went from a Saiyan to go to Kaioken, and went Kaioken times 3, Kaioken times 20, to Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan above Super Saiyans, or should I say Super Saiyan Plus, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and also Ultra Instinct. Now tell me that you never spared someone. That was Vegeta, who became your friend, remember? Even if he is kind of annoyed that you're his friend or whatsoever. I call it frenemies! But then again, you and Vegeta try to outfight each other against the other. And I love it! Number 2, constantly breaking their limits, which is the same. Like many characters, Goku and Superman become more and more powerful as time goes on. Each time they fight a powerful villain, it's known that the next one is going to be even harder. So yay! I didn't know Kryptonians could do that. Every time they fight, they get stronger! Superman's limits often get placed higher and higher, whatever the plot requires. While his original feats of strength were ridiculous, like sneezing away galaxies, Superman's strength becoming more explainable has not limited his abilities, like being able to lift any infinity with Shazam. Goku is able to break his limits with much more explanation, as he gets even more powerful with every Saiyan level he moves past. And number 1, different weaknesses. That's right, when it comes to physical weaknesses, Goku has none, where Superman has the most famous. Kryptonite is crystallized in pieces of Krypton, irradiated from the explosion that wiped out the planet and threw pieces throughout the galaxy. When exposed, Superman becomes weaker. However, the effects are different depending on the story, as some will see Superman cower before Lex Luthor with a little shard of his own. And some will show Superman taking a full blast of kryptonite energy or a kryptonite energy laser, whichever you like to call it, and still be able to beat Metallo. While it's not depowering like kryptonite, Superman is also able to be hurt by magic, which we all know that very well, and it can happen besides kryptonite, and besides the red sun energy or energies of a red sun. So that is why I would say Goku had none, but he does have limits. But he can break those limits. So what do you guys think of the info between Superman and Goku, the Japanese anime character out of the Dragon Ball universe? And what are your thoughts about this? Leave a comment section below, and I would love to hear and what are your opinions about it in this multi-universal lore or in the Ultimate Arkham universe right here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tell me, what do you guys think of this lore, the type of info as your get-to-go guide for need-to-know info, which is me, your friendly neighborhood spider cop. Do you like it or hate it? Mash that like button or share this video. Or if you guys love this, like it or share it, love it or share this video, whichever works best for you. This is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your friendly neighborhood spider cop who takes chances, making mistakes, and getting messy like peanut butter and chocolate at breakfast for dinner, because I fight crime and eat punks for breakfast right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance, playing Marvel Spider-Man in the Ultimate Arkham universe, and you guys are a part of it. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. And see you guys next time for more of the multi-universal lore and more. And I am your get-to-go info type of guy, your friendly neighborhood spider cop, Leo Wolverine. Remember, fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. See you guys next time for more of Marvel's Spider-Man. And also, friendship is magic for everyone. You know, I would see Goku and Superman would battle it out of who is the strongest in death battle. Wouldn't you agree? Or it already happened anyway, because I couldn't tell, but I'm pretty sure you guys know. But then again, I may never know. You know, I would love to see a Batman versus Goku battle. Wouldn't you agree? I would love it. That would make me happy!